Okay, so I don't normally make videos. I'm not a pro at this by far. But I seen a tool on Amazon to make a magic circle. And when I was looking at the tool, I was like, well, we have stuff at in our houses that are the same shape. And I did, like, you can use it just the same. So I tried a pair of small, like, school scissors. You want to take your yarn and lay it on the flat like that. And then you want to take your scissors, or you could even use like a hairbrush handle and do it. You just want to make sure it has like a hole in it so you can pull your hook through. You'll see. So lay it down on top of the yarn. You want to pull the working yarn over first, like that. Then you want to pull the tail over and make an X. The tail should be on top, like that. So the tail should be on top. The working yarn should be underneath. Hold on, sissy. And then just like if you were wrapping a present with ribbon, you just want to pull the working yarn up and the tail down. Like if you were wrapping a present. So working yarn up, tail down. Okay, and then you want to put your thumb on the tail and on the handle so you don't lose the tension. Uh-oh. So you just want to put your thumb on there, hold it down, and then you want to put your finger on top of the working yarn. Make sure you don't cut your yarn. So it'll look like this, just like if it was a gift. And then you want to take your hook, go through the circle. So you're going to go through the circle and pull your yarn through and make a loop. You don't want to put too much tension on the working yarn. It's just hard for me because I have a camera in front of me. Then you want to pull it through and make a slip stitch. And then if you're doing single crochets, this is all you need to do. And you just need to start doing your single crochets. But if you're going to do a double or triple, then you need to do 1 or 2 more slip stitches. I'm just going to do single crochet for the video. So after you do that, you just take it off like this, and that's what you'll have. You want to make sure when you do your next stitch that you have both of these pieces held back. You want to do the stitch around the tail and the loop. So this is my working yarn. This is a tail and a loop. Okay, and you can stretch it too if you need to make the circle a little bit bigger. You just don't want to pull the tail all the way out. It's best to leave a longer tail when you're learning. Okay, and then you just go underneath the loop, pull through, and do your single crochet. And then make sure you have both held back. Go under both, pull through, single crochet. Now while you're doing it, it will look a little funky sometimes, the stitches, but when you pull the end when you're done, it'll fix it, it'll adjust itself. Okay, I'm gonna do one more single crochet under both, single crochet. Okay, I'm gonna pause it and do a few more single crochets, and then I'm gonna show you. Okay, so as you're going, if this tail gets short, you just want to give it a little bit of a tug so you don't lose the tail. You want to keep them together at all times while you're doing the magic circle. Sometimes, or while you're doing your stitches, sometimes it'll get twisted up like the stitches and stuff. You just want to fix it to where it looks like it's straight and keep going. So I'm going to do one last stitch. Oops, see, I almost messed up. You're going to go underneath both and do a single crochet. Okay, and then when you're done with your whatever stitch count your pattern calls for, you just pull it shut. You want to make sure it doesn't get twisted. So you want to take your time pulling it and adjust it if you need to. And then you just do your slip stitch or whatever your pattern calls for. Sorry, it's hard to see. So I'll just do a slip stitch. I have a phone in between me and the project, so. So then you just want to do your slip stitch and continue with whatever your pattern says. And then if there's a big hole right here still after you slip stitch, you just want to give it another little tug, and then when you're done you can put the whatever, weave it in. But yeah, that's how you make a magic circle. After you do your slip stitch, don't forget to chain 1 or 2 or whatever. So yeah, hopefully that helps somebody. It's probably a really long video. I was having a hard time figuring out how to explain it, but I struggled with magic circles in the beginning, and I seen this idea after I seen the tool on Amazon and figured I'd try to help somebody, maybe one person.